Four grey walls and four grey towers, unyielding stone by eaves and bowers, yet with its hues and shades empowers all the seasons and the flowers, the island castle of Shallot. The empty silence, long maintained, admits a presence unexplained, mysteriously is entry gained upon that island plot. As time and motion aptly geared, suffused in space and slowly cleared, two persons in the room appeared. "The whole effect is rather weird," said she, the Lady of Shallot. "Imprisoned in this place I'll be, and only mirrored reflections see, or else a curse will fall on me, the while in Camelot." "Indeed," said her duenna near, "it is compact and cosy, dear." "Compact?" she cried, in doleful tear. "You couldn't swing a cat in here, and that is not to ask a lot." Confined and fettered, thus she strove, her hands she clenched, her bosom hove, and banged against the kitchen stove. Poor Lady of Shallot. "Now come, it's not as bad as that. There's room enough and you're not fat. You could swing a substantial cat. You're able to remove your hat, and that should ease your stance a lot." "I quit," she said with resolute grace. She skipped around with dainty pace, then tripped and fell upon her face. But that was soon forgot. As she began to realise that after these, her last goodbyes, she never can permit her eyes to look out to the hills and skies and folk of Camelot. Her legs, it seemed, had turned to jelly, with panic writhing in her belly. Remember, then they had no telly. She's in this castle locked. She knows no way in which she's erred. Was it some gesture, look or word? Something perhaps misseen or heard? This cruel punishment incurred somewhere in Camelot? Must she cast off years gone by, rust off waiting till she die, year on year alone forgot, near yet far from Camelot, pictures of a life instead, merely patterns in her head. I'm sick of rotten shadows, said the lonely Lady of Shallot. Might hidden skill, she realise. Darts yield her no such nice surprise. She's better when she shuts her eyes, so the answer's not a lot. Endless days of hours dreary, stranded like some wingless fairy, perched up in an eagle's eyrie, eking out a life so weary by all the world forgot, and praying, though in disbelief, for any sign of some relief against her aching sense of grief, as captive in Shallot. As though in answer to her prayer, her seeming to forget her fear, and seeing through a gaping stare, not mirrored, but direct and clear, there was Sir Lancelot, on whom the sun from overhead its rays in golden glory shed. "I can't just stand here looking," said the Lady of Shallot. With this scenario espied, the mirror cracked from side to side. Her breath she drew, her eyes were wide. "The curse has come upon me," cried the smitten Lady of Shallot. "If chance or fate cannot reverse this sentence, it can't be much worse, a living death beneath this curse, in evil's name begot." She left the weave, she left the loom, she needed too to leave the room, but hardly dared the maid in whom did virgin love full radiant bloom, but briefest time she did allot. Then down the staircase dark and dank, which into gloomy shadow sank, then out upon the sunlit bank beside the river Camelot. Two dreams I've had. The first advances a romance which my life enhances, so merely at a single glance is the one with which I'll take my chances. I'll ride with Sir Lancelot. The other was just grim and stark. No thank you, blow that for a lark. Dead, with my name writ round the bark, the Lady of Shallot. The sun displayed with golden shaft euphoric aura fore and aft, a knight and maid who joked and laughed, and to all passing seemed quite daft, and she had left Shalott. Such foolery did each display, they lost all track of time of day. In fact, they even lost their way, the way to Camelot. So, what of the curse, I hear you cry? You must be wondering, so am I. Would it strike her as time goes by? Nor was there ever a curse, and why? Or did she evade the thunderbolt, and did the castle take the jolt? Or was it all just tommy-rot? The sun will dumbly silent sink, the stars will do no more than wink. To be continued, would you think? I say, oh, surely not.